The views expressed on this broadcast do not necessarily reflect the opinions of KHLT Recovery Broadcasting or its affiliates. KHLT is not affiliated with any particular 12-step fellowship.
That first time I went to a meeting, they said anything that ain't about drinking is an outside issue. It's an outside issue. Oh, it ain't in the groove, it ain't outside. I wanna talk about dope, smoke and blow. They shook their heads and said no, 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 no.
And now, broadcasting to you from KHLT Recovery Broadcasting and 812radio.com on your internet dial, here's The Monty'man.
Well, greetings, my friends and family in recovery, out of recovery, advocates of those of us in recovery. Welcome to Take12radio.com on your internet dial. We are the world's only recovery radio station on the internet today, broadcasting 24/7 recovery talk and positive music with a different focus on recovery every single day of the week. And we just got a great lineup for you. This is the first update that we've done in a very, very long time, and we're trying to spruce it up a little bit, give it a new look. Hopefully, the video is a little bit better than before. We're not very rich here, so we do with what we have, right? I hope you do too. Hey, listen, I hope you're clean and sober today. Here is the lineup of our week's shows. Monday is Speaker Monday. Now, Speaker Monday is recovery circuit speakers from all over the world sharing their experience, strength, and hope. Panel discussions, topic discussions. Right now, we're listening to Chris S. and Ron B., and they're from the East Coast, and they are doing a workshop on the 12 steps as they come out of the 12 by 12 of Alcoholics Anonymous. It's an awesome workshop. It's been going on several weeks now. I know that you're going to enjoy it. And then on Mondays also is Monty'man's Meditorials, where I do a 5 to 7 minute editorial meditation thing focused on the power of God in our recovery, our Creator, and how we can apply His principles to our life to, quite frankly, help us stay clean and sober and live life on God's terms. Tuesday is the AA History Show with the world's foremost authority on AA history, Mr. Dick B., and he hosts that show. And I'm going to tell you something. Things that you never knew about 12-step recovery come out in this show. It's fabulous. These wonderful, wonderful things about this wonderful 12-step thing that we do, this journey that we do. And if you're a history buff, you want to tune into that. Wednesdays is Overcomers Outreach, the radio broadcast. I host that show. And Overcomers Outreach is an international organization that acts as a bridge between the traditional 12-step program and the church. And this is an organization that encourages people to stay in their traditional 12-step programs, but here is an opportunity to develop a deeper relationship with a power greater than yourself, beyond what you might find in your traditional 12-step programs. But it's excellent. It's a great show. Tune into that as well. On Thursdays is Forgiven with recovered addict Pastor Mitch Bourgeois and myself right here in the studio for a 30-minute program, and Mitch shares practical application and implementation in how we can apply the spiritual principles of the Good Book, which Dr. Bob and Bill W. were very seldom seen without. Just an incredible show. It's funny, and you can apply it. It's practical. And I know you'll like that too. You don't even have to believe in God to enjoy this show, okay? Fridays, of course, is Interview Friday. And I host that show, and I interview all sorts of folks. Folks just like you and I, just muddling through and doing this thing, trudging the road to happy destiny, and recovery recording artists, and treatment professionals, and political advocates, and authors. Here's some folks that are coming up, and some that are already on our archives. Recovery comedian, this guy right here, you recognize him? Mr. Mark Lundholm, yes. He will be on the show here soon. Mark's a good friend of mine and just an awesome guy. And if you've never heard him, you are going to laugh until you are blue in the face. The recovery band Self-Esteem, Tony Morosi and the gang will be on the show. They have been on the show several times before. Also, Tommy Holmes. just a great guy. Now, Tommy has written songs for Dawson's Creek and many other TV shows. He's going to be on. These are all people in recovery, my friends. And Jim W., recovery recording artist. Michael Purrington of Michael Purrington and the Messengers. That song, Outside Issues, that you heard is our theme song for Interview Fridays and for this little ditty as well. Lauren Adams, Richie Supa, former member of Aerosmith. And he'll be on singing his song In the Rooms. Peter Tork, formerly of the Monkees, he's been on the show, and you can turn into his broadcast. David Meese, Dallas Holmes, John Schlitt from Petra has a story to tell. And Christopher Kennedy Lawford has been on the show just recently, and he, of course, is the nephew to John F. Kennedy, and he's got a fabulous story to share of experience, strength, and hope as well. These are just great shows, my friend. I encourage you to tune in. Saturday is the Carol Ann Preston Show on relationships. Carol is a professional relationship counselor, and she is one of us. She's a recovered alcoholic, and she has struggled just like we have, and she lives in victory today over the power of self. And she comes on, and she helps us to understand all these personal things with each other as it relates to our recovery. She takes the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous, some things out of her own workbook, Remembering Who We Are, an adaptation of AA's 12 Steps, and we talk about different topics, everything from sponsors to sponsees, to people in our lives that are out of control, to sexual addiction, and people who have been victims of sexual abuse, from that to sexual abusers, and how that was Nala. She's the studio dog, and she's a sweetheart. We'll introduce you to her sometime. And just a host of other topics as well. In-laws. Why do people think I got to keep going to these meetings? How to deal with money and finances when you're in recovery. Super stuff. And on Sundays is the Radio Rehab, The Road to Redemption, with multi-Dove Award winner Brian Duncan. He comes on the show for 30 minutes and shares a little of his personal experience, strength, and hope every Sunday. And in there, he sneaks in there some great music, just some great stuff, from jazz to rock, just great stuff. He takes that music and he works it in to his little spiel that he does. It takes about 30 minutes, and it is so much fun. You don't want to miss that show either. Lots of stuff at take12radio.com on your internet dial, and be looking for more video updates. I hope to be doing many more as we continue this venture. I do apologize that everything kind of fell short there for a while, but please tell all your friends about it. We're also doing the Twitter thing. I don't know why. God help me. At Twitter, TWITTER.com, Take12Radio, /Take12Radio. You can visit our MySpace at myspace.com /Take12Radio. Our Shout Life, the same thing. Facebook, and on it goes. Whatever happened to keeping it simple, huh? I have no idea. Anyway, for now, serenity for you, my friends. God bless.
I guess I've been a stick to staying dry.
This has been a broadcast of KHLT Radio.